even your cameos, by the
Yes.
way. You can use
Yep.
Sparkle, Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Alrighty, my second hour of my favorite jewelry house picks coming up right now. Alrighty, well, Anthony Flahercio is here. Michael Anthony Jewelry. I have some of my personal favorite picks. I've been working with Anthony for just about 25 years now, and there's never been a response or a more personal and favorite dear piece to me than the Nativity Cross. So take a look at a special host pick price. We have our Nativity Cross bracelet coming your way for $39.95, and I sure would love to hear from you. Take a moment out, especially if you're familiar with Michael Anthony Jewelry. Remember, every single one of the pieces comes with a lifetime warranty. So
these are easy
don't
to give
say that.
lifetime
They
warranty.
are. You're not
These
kidding.
will last 2 lifetimes.
Hello, my friend. Thank
Hello,
you for
Lynn.
being
How are
with
you?
me. We have such a beautiful lineup.
Oh,
It's gonna
you
go
ready?
like it's gonna be crazy. It's really the best of the best. I'm just telling you from the Michael Anthony collection. Anthony, we launched these drop earrings. Okay, they sold out. I want to say it was like in 2 minutes. And you said it earlier. It's really, truly some of the most beautiful earrings
It is
you've
a
ever
silver
designed.
kiss.
It's a perfect
For you.
Every review on these drop earrings.
Oh, it's a 5-star.
5-star.
Yeah.
Every single one. And that was at $19.95. Take a look. We brought them back for host pick. They're $15.95. Did you see 4 flex pays? Under
No,
$4.
get outta here.
I can't make that up. And they're all sterling
Sure.
silver. And they're diamond cut. They're beautiful
Well, Lynn,
diamond cut.
you know what the dream is here? The dream is here, buy several pair. Because the next birthday you have for someone, Holy Communion, graduation, you'll be able to give a gift and a check without breaking the bank.
Yes, exactly.
So these they fit everyone. Everyone could use a pair of these. And these are, you want to switch it. Let me just figure out why that. But every one of these, when you put them on, will be so beautiful on your ear. And there's no such thing as a front and a back. Both are perfectly finished. The ear wire is large and long, so you don't have to worry about it falling out of your ear. And to me, it's a kiss.
It is. It's like a little chocolate kiss, but it's silver. And it's forever.
So think about Mother's Day right around the corner. Nice little pair of earrings for Mom. You go buy a nice little card, and you still have money for the roses.
There you go. A lot
So
of
you
it for
can't
that
go wrong
matter.
here.
Yes. And just so you understand, this will be stamped. You'll know it's Michael Anthony. You'll know it's sterling silver .925. A little bit that goes a long way. They have movement. They're over an inch. They're about 1 1/4 inches.
Beautiful.
And even look, it's stamped where it's diamond cut
Right.
front and back.
Well,
so you get that gorgeous
look at them
brilliance and
on
sparkle.
on Sonia. You can see that what a nice presence.
Yes.
Not over the top, not crazy big, not uncomfortable. You could wear this earring for any occasion, look complete, and you'll love the design. And I love the fact that it's a kiss.
And I love that it's especially $15.95 for me while they last. And here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Please take advantage of express ordering. ShopHSN.com.
Right.
Most people are ordering 3 or 4.
Right.
It's a smart thing to do.
Well, you know what? Imagine if you're a grandmother out there and you have 4 granddaughters. We have 7 grandchildren, 4 girls and 3 boys. So if I wanted to buy one for each of them, the entire payment is $15, right? It's 4 flex pays or 2?
4.
Is it 4 flex? So it's a $15 payment for 4 years. For 4 months. How could you go wrong?
Right.
Wait till you see it in person.
That's
it's
the whole
awesome.
thing.
You'll love it.
And every person that ordered these the first time we offered them ran online and rated these a perfect 5-star. I mean, that says it in itself.
There's no way that this could not be.
And just so you know, too, this will come beautifully packaged in, Michael Anthony packaging with your lifetime, even at under $20. Every single piece.
Rhodium.
Limited lifetime warranty.
White rhodium.
Finish, right?
And the great thing about an earring is not like a ring that gets, a lot of wear. The fact that these are stampados, it's actually hollow in the center, because if that were solid, you couldn't wear them as earrings. So stampado is definitely an important part of this earring. The beautiful French wire that you see there, nice and long, a beautiful thickness. won't hurt when you're putting it in your ear. Yeah,
1
it's a dream.
minute or sell out. Jot that item number down. It's 480.
Just do yourself a favor and buy more than one, because when these sell out, it takes us at least 2 or 3 months to get them back in. And think of how many events you have between now and 4 months from now, if you're lucky to be watching us when we bring them back.
It's true, and I have my #1 all-time favorite, the Forenza Forzentina necklace coming up in sterling silver. We even have one of your hologram pendants.
Oh, yes. We're going to show that when
I'm telling you, it's my favorite. It's from Michael Anthony. What a way to get started if you're just getting home. It's our first jewelry house pick in close to 10 years.
Really?
10 years. Jeez. So, and it's continuing. Connie's going to be coming up, and then Colleen.
I was going to say, you could have told me there was one last year. To me,
there wasn't. We haven't had one in close to 10 years, wow. Anthony. So, I mean, today they pulled out all the stops, and I think this is just a perfect example of just that. I want to say congratulations. It's 480-862. What a fun way to get started, right?
Do yourself a favor and buy more than one.
Do you have the Forzentina necklace on too, Sonia? I'm not the silver one. Yeah, look at this necklace that we're going to talk about in just a few moments. And you can imagine the gorgeous. Okay, thank you. Look, the sparkle. Okay, that's going to be coming up for you. And look at it back. There's something about your metals. I mean, they're so bright. They're, I mean, illuminating.
How you're going to sell
that. Yeah. Oh, yes. Here it is, brand new.
This is what's coming up. That is our hologram cross, and the entire Bible is on the front of the piece.
Old Testament,
the entire Old Testament, 675 pages. And then on the reverse side, it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Amen.
So I can't think of 2 more beautiful pieces.
And a truly wonderful unisex piece, too. I mean, this one for him and for her, it's brand new. We brought it in a special host pick price at $99.95. Wait till you'll see the entire Old Testament is inside. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen. We'll show you how it works, but it's that gorgeous hologram. Look at that, all the colors that reflect the light. Any which way you move it, and it's under $25 when you shop using any major credit card. 546-651. It's coming up. Hang on. All right. Okay, now we can move. Okay, this is our celebration of mom. So we have it available, and I wanted to do, you know, my relation. My mother is my best friend in the entire world, and we've had a tough year in our family this year, and I wanted to do something so special for Mother's Day, and that's what we're offering to you here. So your choice of the flower or the heart. And tell us a little bit about these beautiful designs, Anthony.
Well, you know, in the last 25 years, we've seen tremendous improvements in the industry. And what you're seeing there are little spinels actually set right into the casting. And that process is done not in the metal, but actually in the wax. So you can have someone who is not a setter set stones like this. And why that's so important is because years ago, I used to get 75 cents per stone to set. So we would never, ever in a million years be able to offer something like this. I don't know exactly how many stones, but I'll give it a quick count for you.
And just the simulated diamonds, like they're saying almost like 80, over 3/4 of a carat in the look there. But take a look at that size on the necklace. It's 1 1/16 in length. It's 1 inch side to side. So we have either the flower heart that you're seeing there, or we have the hearts with the mom written out inside. Think about this too as a beautiful charm, but there's a great close-up. So you really can appreciate the artistry work here. $39.95. It's a 90-second special or sellout. We were only able to bring in about 150 of each. That's it. I mean, to get this in silver, lifetime warranty, so beautifully done. And then look at the heart intertwined with, you know, your child's heart or your, you know, your mother and mother together. I mean, and then the overall larger heart and the fabulous. You can really see mom too.
Also, look at the bail. Okay, because fine jewelry is perfectly proportioned. There are probably about 70 stones per, so it's at least 3/4 of a carat.
You bet.
Now, when you look at it, the average person wouldn't know if this is diamonds and white gold.
In a million years.
Or
No.
silver. No, even a jeweler has to like carefully look at it, but take it off your neck and look at it with a loop. So this is another phenomenal value. You would never, ever see something like
In
this.
a million years.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well,
All right,
I never saw it
we're
in my
going to scoot
51
along
years.
because I'm telling you, that's how limited we are and how busy we already are. My favorite sterling silver necklace is what we're going to talk about right now. And I'm so excited they were able to get it back for Host Pick because
Oh,
it
look
sold
at
out
you.
so quickly the very first time. Look, you don't even have to move. And this just, I mean, it reflects the light 90,000 different angles like you've never seen before. 16-inch is $13.95. The 18-inch is $14.95. The 20-inch is $15.95. The 22-inch, we are looking at $16.65.
Don't tell me these are on FlexPay, too.
They are.
Get
And
out of
I'll walk you through the FlexPays in just a minute.
No, don't
yeah.
lie.
They are also available with FlexPay, which and lifetime warranty, which we've never done before, just for today, just for Host Pick. So tell us about this wonderful, spectacular
what
link.
this chain actually has is a compression where you take an ordinary link chain and you squeeze the center part of the link. Now, you do not damage where the link meets one another. So you didn't compromise the strength of the chain, but yet you added this amazing, amazing sparkle to the chain. And I mean, just look at the pricing.
It's nuts.
This is another that if you bought the mother pendant or the hologram pendant, these chains are perfectly matched for something like that. And here again, you know, how many times you look at your wardrobe, you go to find a chain, and you really would like a 22, you don't have it.
You can't find it, right?
One, you can't find it in retail stores. They sell only the 18.
That's true.
So here you have all of the lengths, the 16, for instance.
But you need to be quick. It's going to be a quick special.
I remember as a jeweler,
limited.
I used to always have to size down the chains because it came in 18-inch and woman wanted a little smaller, so I'd have to cut the end and resolder it. These are ready for you. So here again, you can buy more than one of these in sizes. So if you have a small neck, at least buy the 16 and the 18. If you're a little larger, the 18, the 20, or the 22, but you'll adore these.
It's a new definition of chain of lights.
Yeah.
Here's
Definitely.
the FlexPays, under $3.50 to get the 16-inch home. It's $3.74 your first monthly
Okay,
payment
so
on
wait,
the 18.
one is $1 a day,
Right.
the other one is $1.10 a day.
The 20-inch is basically $4 to get that at
$4, so
home.
that's $1.30 a day.
The 22-inch is $4.24. I mean, it just doesn't. And this is lifetime
The other-
warranty, all sterling silver. Quickly want to say hi to Nancy in Virginia. She ordered, oh, smart, 2 of those beautiful teardrop earrings. Welcome. Thank you for calling, Nancy. Wait, please meet Anthony. Are you familiar with Michael Anthony Jewelry?
Oh, yes. I've been buying his jewelry, well, mostly gold. I have a watch I bought from Michael
Yep.
about almost maybe 20 years ago, and it was a little dainty, 14-karat gold. It's beautiful, still works, still goes, still.
I love that. And listen,
Yep.
we have the Clio
Unfortunately-
gold necklaces
Yes.
coming up for you,
But
too.
unfortunately, we can't make watches anymore. The gold price is so expensive
Yeah.
that we had to
Well,
stop
I
that.
was very lucky to get that.
Yes.
And I've had it taken. I took it once to get to have batteries put in,
Change,
and the
yep.
guy said, "Oh, it's a Michael Anthony."
Well, I'm delighted you're watching a part of my host pick and you were able to get those wonderful earrings. You're going to love them, Nancy.
Oh, they're darling. I can't wait to get them.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
saying hello and enjoy your evening, and please stay with us.
Oh, thank you. I love all your jewelry, Michael.
God bless.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And happy Mother's Day.
Yes. All right.
Mother's Day is right around the
It
corner.
certainly is. Is it the 14th?
Graduations. Oh,
This is the year of confirmations, communions. I mean, and think about this too. It's our host pick. It's, obviously these are special prices, free shipping on everything. That goes away at midnight tonight.
Even on
For
these
Flex
chains?
Pays. Free, yeah. absolutely. If you've ordered already on the day, $100, well, actually, it doesn't matter. Even if you didn't order, if it's your first purchase, every one of these are free shipping.
Wow.
Only up until midnight for my jewelry host pick. Close to 400 gone, close to 500 people in the ordering process, 90 seconds or sell out. Here's the other thing. Let's talk about how this is the perfect, obviously, standalone necklace, but it's also a great pendant chain, right?
It's a fabulous, and that's what I was just doing. I was just taking, you see it there with the Mother's Day charm, but here, look at it with the cross and the hologram, because look at how beautiful
Love that
this
hologram.
chain complements that piece.
See?
So even though, don't be deceived and looking at this price and saying, how good could it be? Believe me, this chain was made in Italy. Those guys don't fool around. When it comes to quality, they've been making jewelry for thousands of years there. And I've always purchased from Italy and worked. Now we have our own factory over there that is actually 4 factories in one. But the quality of the chain, the rhodium, the look, the feel. So no matter what you're using it for, whether it's a piece like the cross that's coming up, the Mother's Day charm, maybe you have your own crosses that you'd like to put on here, or these are the type chains that now they're layering so many chains on that you can mix this with gold.
Oh, yes. And it looks
And you'll
just
always
beautiful.
need a good chain.
Where else were you going to find this type of look? In beautiful precious metal, in sterling silver, all made in Italy, stamped Italy with a lifetime warranty, stamped .925, and under $20. It doesn't matter what length you pick up. We are offering this with free shipping and 4 or 5 flex pays with your HSN charge card. So go
5
to
flex
town
pays on this chain?
with your additional, when you have the HSN charge card,
I have
add
mine. Do you
another
wanna see
month.
it?
Yeah, I know.
You proved me
You
the
showed
last
us last time. I think that's great. I have one too. Are you kidding? Why not? When you can do extra
Yeah.
flex, and you can get more. That's the way
And
I
you know
look at
what?
it.
If you're wise with your money, you can easily save that every day just by, shutting the car off, closing a light here and there.
Yeah.
So these are not designed to break the bank. These pieces are designed to give you a quality piece that literally will last you a lifetime. And you said before 925 sterling. One time we were on vacation with Carmen. She brought a beautiful pair of earrings. She told me they were silver.
Carmen's Anthony's wife.
And
yes.
they weren't silver. They were alpaca.
Oh, really?
So, you look at a price like this, this is precious metal, sterling silver. And we're fortunate that silver went as high as $50 and came down.
Yeah.
But I actually thought that silver was going to 100.
You would think this was stainless. I mean, at these prices,
Yeah.
Anthony, honestly, for a 16, not precious metal, I mean, even the 22-inch, like you said, it's a custom length. Typically, you very rarely, if ever, find that in the reality. And that's still, what's it, $16.95 with free shipping and 4 or 5 flex pays. So here we go. Now close to 500 people in the ordering process. They're back, and when they're gone, they'll be back.
Yep.
They'll be back at wonderful values. They won't have free shipping and handling. They won't be available with 4 or 5 flex pays. And right now, if you want that 22-inch, they're telling us, if you want the 20-inch, actually right across the board, we're getting very, very limited, and certainly for good reason. Yes, I know every time we've done a hologram, it is completely sold out. It's the first time we've ever done the cross design. And with the full... Are we going to be able to show the full
I'll
Old
show it.
Testament in there?
I
Oh,
have
good.
it
We
on.
can do it on the iPad. Okay. So we're going to get ready to talk about that in just a few moments. I promised you we were going to have gold. We have my personal new favorite, Michael Anthony gold chain, and that's the Clio.
It's everybody's favorite.
And guess what? We have not had gold chains at a special price in how long? I mean, it's been... I don't even know. I don't even know. And specially priced Michael Anthony Clio,
Had to do a lot of
favorite
arm twisting
gold
on that one.
necklaces. You're not kidding, my friend. Wait till you see the value. It's the best value we ever offered for one of the new top sellers. So that's going to be coming up. Want to share with you too, please visit hsn.com under Lynn Murphy's favorite picks. I want to share with you a few of those that are available. In fact, one of those being the Imperial Pearl 80-inch necklace.
Wow.
That's item number 520223, and it is specially priced today, host pick price. Also, from Sevilla Silver, we have our beautiful #1 selling. I love this necklace. Well, actually, it's the bracelet and the necklace, but we can show either. There's the bracelet. It's item number 492141, and we'll jump right into the matching necklace, all specially priced. Sevilla Silver being that beautiful Italian-made, gorgeous fine silver collection. 492782 is the item number for the necklace. And then, speaking of Italy, we have the Bellezza tassel necklace. Bellezza 491956. That is also fully adjustable, and that's also special host prick. And then lastly, I have a huge special coming up. You may have noticed on my left hand in this hour from Absolute, but here's another one of my favorite, Absolute Halo Ring 099676. Also specially host pick price. Well, we are celebrating with Anthony Palercio, of course, Anthony and his brother Michael for now close to 25 years.
In August, 25 years.
Yes, have been here with us at HSN. So celebrating with all the things that we love most, your spiritual pieces. Nobody does it better, in my opinion. I know you feel exactly the same way. And to see where you would be able to take to the next level,
yeah.
right? Of you, it's a hologram pendant. And I love that you did this simple cross, but it's not simple in any way. Let me just tell you. And then on the back, you have that special
I can do
saying.
all things through Christ,
Yes.
who strengthens me.
And that's on the back.
Magnificent.
Now let's talk about, and special host pick, and I have fewer than 300, so every one of these will go. Yes.
Let it stay right on the easel, because when you have it on the easel, you can move it just slightly.
That's all you do,
But
though.
this is technology that is found nowhere in the world. This was invented by a man named Bruce Ha, and he also holds many patents, and a man by the name of Jim Fournier, and they together created this company. When I saw this technology, I was totally amazed. Now, we've already done it in a miraculous metal. We've done it in
sold out.
sold out every time. This is amazing. What's actually there is the entire Old Testament.
And you're saying, what in the world? How is
And
that possible?
It's really simple.
Well, it also comes with a certificate, so you'll have the
It'll come with
code,
a certificate.
right?
It also comes with a reader card that you can load this on your phone. Whoops, there it is. And when you open it up,
Watch this. You have to see this, everyone.
You'll see on the top, okay, let me move it down. You'll see that it actually says it says the Bible.
And this is
There
the
it is
entire
right there.
600 pages?
Yeah, the Holy Bible. And then if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll be able to do this right on your iPhone, and you can go all the way down to the last page, and you'll see that the Holy Bible has 666 pages right down here. I don't know how big I can make that. Yeah, 600. So on the entire front, what you're seeing is that beautiful cross, and this is set with a mineral crystal, so that's the same hardness as ruby or sapphire. Los Alamos Labs tested it, and they said it had a life expectancy of 10,000 years. So don't think that this is something that you're going to put on and
It's most likely going to outlive you.
Well, it's definitely going to outlive you.
We know that for a fact.
But don't think that you're going to have to baby this piece. You can shower with it the same
Good point.
as all of our other jewelry. The white rhodium protects the silver. But look at this magnificent piece and wait till you see this in the sunlight. Natural light from the room will make it go crazy. But when you see it in natural light outside, it is the most magnificent thing you've ever seen in your life. We have not made a lot of them yet. I'm working every day trying to make new designs, but wait till you see this in person. And again, the value is insane.
It's extraordinary. And we're going to put a clock up on the screen because this is last call.
And
once again.
what the technology is the same technology that they created nanocomputers with. In 1 square inch, the resolution is 300,000 DPI. An ordinary television screen is 1090. So this is 300 times the definition. That's why you get that refraction of light and the different colors. It's just a magnificent, magnificent piece. If you've never seen anything like this before,
You won't.
you won't. Right. It's not available.
Can we show one more time on
Sure.
the iPad here? So that's all you're going to do is there'll be like a code.
reader card.
A reader card
I
that
have
comes
this
with
actually
it.
on my phone.
Okay.
And then when you actually want to be able to read the Bible, you can just go to any one of those pages and open it up and literally read it.
There it is,
Now,
the Old Testament.
Yeah, depending on the size of your iPhone, you can still blow it up even further, because as my eyes have gotten older, that's about
There
the
you go.
size font that I need.
Hey, but that's inside the front where the cross
Yes.
is. It's
Completely.
It's just
complete.
wild
Well,
how that is.
there is no other technology known to man that can replicate something like this. So when you see these, I mean, they are truly
Jump on
very,
in.
very special. You'll enjoy it. You'll love it. It's
I
a
wish we had another
conversation piece.
500, but you can
Yeah.
only make a handful at a time, right,
they
Anthony?
do take a lot of labor to make
Yes.
the actual discs. They're laser created, very, very expensive equipment. And then you have to take the crystal, the mineral crystal, and make the two come together. But it's set in there, so you don't have to worry. It's not, glued in. That beautiful saying on the reverse side, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, is also.
And don't you think a great him or her piece, having the beautiful
absolutely.
cross? I mean, that's, again, Mother's Day,
Man would
Father's
wear,
Day.
man would wear
Certainly.
a chain that's a little bit larger.
If you are
than
just
that.
tuning in, did you get a chance to see how we got things started in our beautiful sterling silver drop? We call this our kiss to you. And especially today at $15.95. That's a special host pick price that we're offering for our customer pick. Every single one of the reviews are 5-star, 4 flex pays. How many of those have now been spoken for? It's 480-862. I want to say, over 750, have now been selected. So that's more than half of the quantity. Don't miss out on those. Now, I promised you we were going to do
There's the
something
reverse side.
extraordinary. And I don't know how I got so lucky, but I really, really went to bat here. This is my absolute favorite Michael Anthony gold necklace. And the fact that we are doing these today at a special host pick price is beyond extraordinary, because we were talking earlier, we know where the prices of gold. I mean, obviously it's a commodity, so May is gold month, but guess what? This is before gold month, and it's not going to be these prices in May. So only today, while they last. Now, I talk about shimmer. Did I talk about brilliance?
This
Did
is
I
a
talk
mind-
about, I love my
mind-boggling.
glitter necklaces, right? This takes glitter necklaces to a whole new ball game, my friends. Let me quickly go through what we're doing. I mean, even if you look at my information.
You read the card.
Anthony, look.
I'll
look,
just move the
I want
chain.
you to see this. This is how crazy that these are, in my information, they're not marked down. So what we're looking at, the 18-inch is $132.
Thank your buddy there.
Okay.
My buddy.
So $132. Oh, no. How does what? Is it 99? I don't even have the information.
$98.95.
Are you
The
kidding? With
18-inch
4 flex
is
pays.
$112.95.
4 flex pays.
The
Best
20
price ever.
The 20-inch is $126.95.
Oh, my goodness.
The 22-inch is $140. The 24-inch is $154, and the 30-inch is $189. But you have to feel.
Oh, you have to
this
see
chain.
in person
This
the
chain
color, the
is
brilliance.
is another chain that you cannot go into the marketplace and find.
Not
Okay?
at all.
I know exactly which factory these come from. There are only 2 machines in the world
That do this.
that make this.
Wow.
This chain, they had to create the machine to make the chain, because
Let
to
me
make
see
them
this closer,
to make
guys.
them by hand were impossible.
There
They
you
are
go.
created in the same style as a rope, meaning that there are several links within each link. It's about 3 to be exact. And then the chain floats So it's not one link on the next.
Liquid gold.
It's literally like liquid.
It
But
is.
the reflective quality of this chain, I said it from the first time we sold this as a today's special. I will bet money that this is the most reflective chain ever created.
Oh, hands down.
Well, I know pretty much all the chains that have been made, and this surface, every one of those surfaces has a mirror finish. So when you create a chain like this, you have to make the wire, then you flatten it out, it becomes a plate, then you have to stamp out those rings, laser weld them, but both sides are so sparkly. And they look like a mirror.
And read the reviews. I want to
yeah.
mention we also have
Then
5
grab one.
flex pays
Hold
on
on.
every single one of these. 5 monthly flex payments on top of a lifetime warranty. On top of, look at, okay, Sonia doesn't even have to move.
No.
Do you see, okay, there it is. So even
Yep.
if you're choosing the 30-inch, you're still under $200 for a lifetime guaranteed gold Michael Anthony. Let's talk about the color. Let's
This
talk
is-
about the uniqueness. You're known for your gold. You have produced more gold chains. You are the leader
A lot of
in the
people.
world. I mean, truly.
Right.
So to be able to do something like this here today, basically, you're under $30 just about every single length when you shop using any major credit card. If you own the Clio link, please call me. I want you to share with others because we will not repeat this. This is only up until midnight. This is even a little better than when we did offer it as a specials. You did.
But the first time the chain sold out, second time the chain sold out, third time the chain sold out.
So it's finally back.
So it's finally back. We added the 30-inch. Now, maybe you tried one when it was a Today Special or one thereafter. But as you can see on Sonia, this chain, it's nice to have more than one. If you can afford it now, this is the best price I think that we've ever offered it.
We are busy.
But wait till you see it in person. Wait till you see the color. What Lynn was referring to, it took me 10 years to master the color that you guys have become so accustomed to. The chain is amazing. It's very strong, very durable, has a beautiful lobster claw.
Look at this.
So,
Just
yeah.
that. Even if you go with one, I mean, if you could break down the individual payments here, I don't even, because like I said, I have the original prices.
4 flex pays, I'll do it for you.
Five monthly, and
is
free
20
shipping,
the 16
only up
inch
until
is-
midnight.
The 16 inch is $20.
$20
The
to get it
next
home
one
in the
is
next couple days.
$20, I think, and 50 cents.
Oh my goodness.
The next one is $21. The next one is
These are your first monthly payments. and-
$28.
Oh, goodness.
The next one after that is like $29.
So what is Sonia wearing there? She has
Sonia's
the 16,
wearing the 16, the 18, the 20, and the 24.
Perfect.
She doesn't have the
Absolutely
30 on.
perfect.
But you could see, you've never seen a chain sparkle like this. And that's the natural color of the chain. Before we had Jim selling the Sparkle Sparkle.
What's that?
The selling,
Oliver?
Oliver, right.
Yes.
The cleaner that he has, ordinary soap and water will clean it naturally.
Yeah.
But if you use like a Sparkle Sparkle on a chain like this, it's blinding. That's how amazing it
This
is.
chain, you open up the box, and that's why it sold out so quickly the first 2 times that we offered it at a great value, but never at this. It's always at the regular prices. We said it's only because it's host pick, and that we can honor up until
That was
midnight.
a lot of arm twisting
Well,
to get
yeah,
this.
you better believe it. Free shipping and handling, 5 or 6 monthly flex payments if you want the 16-inch, if you would like the 30-inch. Here comes the clock up on the screen. You get it. You know. You can go online. We don't mark down your gold chains.
No.
You just can't.
Nothing,
Especially something
nothing
like
worse
this.
than buyer's remorse.
Yes.
Okay? If you're lucky enough
Especially
to be
today.
watching right now, and we still have pretty good inventory on every length, but don't think you're going to call back later and try and find one. I think the most limited is the 30-inch.
16 and 30 right
16.
now. They're most likely are going to be taking them away in about 90 seconds. Please take a moment. If you own this necklace, we have sold thousands and thousands, even at the higher, much higher price. call us. Look, this is, I said, glitter necklace, the chain of lights, the color of the chain, the fact that you have a lifetime warranty, and here it is. This is that necklace you put on. You sleep in, you shower in, you swim in, you live in. You have an heirloom piece that is gonna last you a lifetime. And you have never, I mean, it's like, I would look at just, I'm just guessing this is a 20-inch, all the way down to the lobster claw clasp here. This looks like, honestly, Anthony, you have 50 carats of diamonds that are sizzling around your neck. I mean,
I would say the retail's probably double of that.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
And when you go out into the marketplace and try to price comparison, you're going to be in shock when you see what you're going to get for the complimentary price.
But you're not going to find this chain. You're going to find a basic.
And I think that's the point when you go out there. And I think one of the things that I've always loved about being here and doing business with HSN is that you're never stuck. You buy this chain, when you receive it at home, you are not floored. It doesn't take your breath away. There's a sticker in there, you put it back in the box, boom. Drop it off at UPS or wherever, or the post office.
No questions asked.
And no questions asked.
Yeah.
It's not like a store where we pressure you, okay? And so then, beautiful. You feel bad to return it. Yeah. No. But I can guarantee you, as I'm sitting here with all of my years' experience, you know, when I first found this chain, and I showed it to Victoria Wick, and she was in the gold business for as long as I was. When I showed it to her, she had said, hands down, I've never seen a chain that sparkled the way this chain sparkled. So this is not just like a maybe. This is a yes, 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 yes. When you see it, you've never seen a chain like this.
That's a promise. And if you want the 16-inch, you know what, I want to just show you something, or you want the 30-inch. I'm going to put the 30-inch just to show you. I know I have the pearl necklace on
bracelet,
too, but
anklets.
Just see, this is just, look, okay. And this is just, again, something that typically would be really hard. It's a very neutral color. Look at this for a moment. See what happens? Look, as a standalone piece, it's like the look of gorgeous diamonds. If you have a beautiful pendant and you've been waiting for that fabulous necklace.
Who would ever dream that you could buy a chain like that for under $200
No, you don't.
in 10-karat gold?
No.
No.
In a 30-inch chain with this kind of look, with this kind of sparkle, with this kind of brilliance, with, again, 5 or 6 monthly flex payments with the HSN charge card. We ship it out to you and you'll get it the next couple of days. Are we busy? Yes, it's Michael Anthony, the #1
Don't miss it.
provider of chains in gold in this color. Believe me, that's another thing. You know, you have a specific color that you've always used that has been a #1, we say, top seller. It gets better with time. If you love the glitter necklace, if you love the rope necklaces, I want you to take the chance and take it to the next level, my friends, because that is exactly what you're going to see happen right here at these special host prices.
I love the reflectivity of the light. To me, there is no chain that I've ever seen that sparkles like this one.
You will.
And you'll notice it. You'll also notice that, watch when I put my hands
It doesn't twist. It doesn't
twist. It can't not.
It's a great
point.
But
it actually just is so fluid and so flexible. And that's what makes it comfortable. You know, rope chain for years and years, and the oldest rope is about 600 years old. Oops, it's the wrong side. But when you see how fluid a rope is, that's the reason why you guys like it.
Yeah. Alrighty, well.
You'll absolutely love this.
Final call, 16-inch. Final call, 30-inch. Final opportunity up until midnight. You can honor those host pick prices with 5 or 6 monthly flex payments. Oh, yes, and free shipping. And like we said, unconditional guarantee. And I'm excited because, you know, this is Jewelry Host Pick. And I have something exciting to announce, all right? We have a Facebook giveaway that I get the opportunity to share with you right now. This special lady, Nancy Sutton, is we're gonna give away our beautiful Cleo necklace. It says, Lynn, my favorite Michael Anthony piece is a cross with the nativity stone that I gave my daughter-in-law when she was baptized. It is special to both of us. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Nancy. Congratulations, and we have a beautiful gold necklace coming your way, so check out Facebook. We're going to be back with more with Anthony Palacio and Michael Anthony Jewelry, including those nativity pieces. Gotta watch Thursdays coming up tomorrow. Here's more.
Join me, Amy Morrison,
And join me, Colleen Lopez, for Gotta Watch Thursdays!
on a special edition of The List with Colleen Lopez at 9 p.m. HSN Cares and Good Plus team up to give back. Good Plus founder Jessica Seinfeld curated a collection of fashion and accessories with proceeds supporting families in need. HSN Cares will donate 3 days worth of diapers for every Good Plus item purchased. Help us today by searching HSN Cares at hsn.com and tune in for Gotta Watch Thursday starting at 7 p.m.
The Open Heart fragrances come from the way my mother raised me. When I was a kid, I used to make my own fragrances. That was just a big part of me growing up. The most important thing to me was to have a fragrance that was authentic. I wanted it to speak to the environment that I love, that I've grown up in. Beautiful, fresh flowers and trees and the ocean and the lavender. We're bringing the magic of nature into your life.
Monday, and what a delight to be able to choose some of our favorite picks in jewelry. And my friend Connie Craig Carroll is going to continue. In fact, we're going to check in with her, standing by with a very special man.
Oh, yeah. Jay King is back. Of course, it wouldn't be Host Pick without Jay King. And coming up, Jay, you and I have a waterfall aquamarine necklace that is my top pick. I can't wait to tell you about this one. I mean, it's layer upon layer upon layer of aqua. We took this from $149, $89.
You did.
I did. And then I shouldn't even mention what we're doing on this high blue turquoise bead. We are talking about something that will rival the beauty of Sleeping Beauty. All individual beads. We're going to be doing what looks like a turquoise pearl necklace. That's going to be coming up for under $100. And I know that's really one, Jay, that you go, how would do it?
It makes me shake my head sometimes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We have 2 hours from 7 to 9. Stay with us. Thanks, Lenny.
Thank you, Connie. We'll look forward to that. That's going to be exciting. Well, we were just talking about one of our Facebook winners mentioning her favorite piece was the Nativity Stone. And personally, I agree 100%. And that's exactly what we have, a quick special, only because we're very limited in both. So we're going to start off. This is one of the brand new designs, correct, Anthony,
Yes.
that you did with the angel wing?
Yeah, it's magnificent.
Isn't that pretty? It's our two-tone Nativity Stone angel pendant that we're taking $10 off for Host Pick.
Oh.
And of course, right in the middle is where all the magic is. That is where there's actually a stone from the birthplace, right?
Yeah, the Church
where
of the Nativity.
Jesus was born.
Every piece comes with a certificate. And this has a story. In 1963, there was a man by the name of Stanley Slotkin. He was an amateur archaeologist and very generous. He did excavation sites around the Church of the Nativity. Whenever he would find an artifact that he thought had religious significance, he would bring the church in. As a result, he was in the church one day, the Church of the Nativity, and he saw them making a doorway open. And he said, "What are you going to do with those stones?" And they said, "Well, we bury them on site."
Yeah.
They offered to give them to him with the one commitment that every time they sold a stone in the United States, they would give a portion of the proceeds to charity. And his family has been doing that since 1963 to today. Mm-hmm. So you do the math, that's 37, 44, 54 years.
Wow, and this is a certificate which comes with every one of them.
If you've ever been to Israel, the Church of the Nativity was built right over the spot where Jesus was born. Now, you can't find these anywhere else. I wear the bracelet, and I've been wearing it ever since I made it. Mm-hmm. Not this one, but it's very similar to this.
And you don't take it off, right,
I never
Anthony?
take it off, and I love it. And then I have one around my neck. So these are pieces that what clinched it for me was in the year 2000, the Vatican had made this the Jubilee Stone. So we even have some footage that we could show you that shows the plaque being put up on the wall in the Vatican naming the Jubilee Stone of the year 2000. The Nativity Stone.
And this is the only place you're going to get it, right here, and especially today with the 4 flex pays. The fact
It's
that,
phenomenal.
keep in mind, if you already spent $99 in jewelry on the day, you're getting this for free shipping too. So it'd be a great time to stock up, and you're getting the necklace. So you're getting the 18-inch necklace with the 2-inch
20-inch.
with a 2-inch extender. So you can
Yep.
extend it to 20 inches. But with the 4 flex pays and everything else, like we said, that if you already spent $99, it's free shipping right now. Let's talk a little bit about a little more
Well,
the significance.
They
so
know
special.
that the location was where it was because Jesus was actually born in a cave very similar to that one. And from day one, people started making a pilgrimage to that particular site. So they never lost where the actual site was.
Right.
In the year 356, they built the first church on it. That's called the manger floor. Today, it's shared by 4 different religious sects, and that's the actual location. And the 14.
You were there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the 14-point star represents the 14 stations of the cross.
Oh, right.
So each cross has
Beautiful.
a 14-point star with the stone set in it. But the only thing I can tell you is, imagine that this stone witnessed the birth of Christ. Imagine that it was that close. Now, we know that that's the site. One woman said, this is the most important cross you will ever own.
It's true.
And I can tell you my own feeling. And read the testimonials. You know, now there are probably 10 or 15 different items that we've made throughout the years. So you have to look at any of the ones that have the most testimonials and read them. But the only thing I can tell you is this has actually changed people's lives. That's how important of a piece it becomes to them. So if you give this as a gift to someone, again, you're not breaking the bank here.
Right.
It's in stainless steel. It's beautifully high polished. The bracelet that we're going to show you right after this is adjustable. This, with the 20 inches, can be worn by a man or a woman. But it is truly one of the most
Oh, it's so
spectacular
special.
crosses that you've ever seen.
And we do have the matching bracelet to go back to it, which is also a #1 customer pick on hsn.com. So please check with your representative. I was showing that to you. Oh, in which too, it's stainless, but that's 18 karat gold on the point,
Yeah.
right? Around
Plated.
the plated, right? Around the outside of where
The Nativity
I always call it a relic, but it's the stone. It
well,
reminds
because
me of a relic.
It looks like a relic, and when you think of where it came from, you know, a relic is generally would be a part of a vestment from a saint.
Yeah.
Now, let's face it, we're not able to sell those on television. This was only by, like, a very strange coincidence that Stanley Slotkin did favors to the church, and they give it. Otherwise, they never pass something like that.
And every purchase comes with that certificate of authenticity, so a beautiful, beautiful gift to give with a wonderful meaning, explaining everything that we were just talking about and numbered. We're also looking at a special HSN price here. We took $10 off the bracelet and featuring with 4 monthly flex payments. And that has, I want to say, do you have a length on the bracelet that which we still have available?
7.5 probably.
Is it about 7.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But
it's
the
a-
nice thing, it's adjustable
It's
because
adjustable.
it's really, you have that easy, almost charm look
Right,
to
and
it.
then you can take this, and you can even save on a card. Just write
nice.
down
Yeah.
if you're giving it to. We had one grandmother who was buying it for a 4-year-old, and she said, "I may not ever see him actually wear it." So she decided to write him a letter and gave it to his mother and said, "Hold this when he's 16 or 18."
That's like our winner that we said she ordered it
Yep.
for her
Yep.
daughter-in-law for her.
But I can tell you
baptism.
this also, we've gotten testimonials from families where they buy the first one,
Touches
and
your
then the
heart.
second person wants it, and then the third. So
We have
this
fewer
is-
than 400 of these, so they're going to scoot us on because they are definitely going to sell out. But I want to remind everyone how many of the Clio necklaces have now been selected at that special HSN, you're not kidding, price on the day today. It is still available for you, and it is available in every single length, 16 inches through 30 inches. But I will tell you that the 16-inch and the 30-inch are going to be gone momentarily, and that's also going to be available with free shipping and handling, and we're featuring it every single one with 5 or 6 monthly flex payments. What a tremendous special there. Over 500 have now been selected. So congratulations, 096681. Also those fabulous sterling silver teardrop earrings. Extremely, extremely popular today. $15.95.
The most comfortable earrings you'll ever own.
In precious metal, 4 or 5 flex pays, all perfect 5-star reviews at $19.95. Fewer than 500 remain, and over 800 have now been selected. Most people that have sold us are ordering more than one. It's a smart thing. 480-862. Okay, are we moving on to my ring?
You're moving on, and I'm moving out, and then I'll be
Okay.
back in about 20 minutes.
Oh, right. You're going to, back
All
with
right.
my sister, Connie Craig Grella.
Yes. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you for the
Thanks,
call.
everyone. Enjoy. All right, well, this next piece, I don't even know where to begin, except that I've been working so hard. It's been, let's see, probably over a year and a half now in the making. I want to show everybody something, because once I got engaged, which was about 11 years ago, the #1 request that I got for you, and I'm going to show you because my engagement ring, and you're going to see it, and we went through so many replicas of trying to recreate this amazing, unique gallery that is truly one of a kind. I give my husband all the credit in the world, because look at how filthy dirty. Boy, does that need a little sparkle, sparkle. Anyway, he picked that out on his own, and it's the one piece that you have been asking me for, to please, if possible, replicate that fabulous gallery, and the exact carat weight is 3 carats. Now, if this is not an example of where Absolute is so ingenious, I mean, obviously, my stone, you can see, is not a flawless diamond, nowhere near a flawless diamond. But, you know, this is when we say we replicate Absolute, and we only use the finest quality rough to look exactly and have the fire exactly like that of a D flawless diamond. I think that example right there says it all. So we did it. It's finally here, and I could not be more thrilled to share it with you. And here's the best part. I even said to the buyers, I was excited that they were able to do this, because it's such a difficult gallery and setting to do. It's a free fall setting for $100. When they told me they were able to get this for my host pick at $39.95, I thought I was hearing things. I really did. I said, wait a minute. Is this in sterling? They're like, yes. I'm like, okay, it's a 3-carat round brilliant equivalent, exactly like my original, my real one. They're like, yes. And I said, $39.95. He said, yes. And we didn't stop there. Free shipping and handling. And of course, it's host pick day, so everything with 4 or 5 monthly flex payments with your HSN charge card. It's under $10 to get this at home. And here's the other nice thing. We were able to get a wide range of sizes. So we have sizes 5 through size 11 that we're able to bring to you. And going back, it is beyond the most comfortable ring in the world. Look at even into the prong area. And this is what I get so many compliments on, and I'm just going to focus mainly on, on yours that you're going to receive. This, look at the pavilion. You get to see brilliance and fire of a diamond, in this case here in your Absolute, like you've never experienced in a lifetime. This is exactly like a 3-carat round brilliant diamond, but this is the genius part. The way they set this in almost like a free-floating, one-of-a-kind design, keeping it sturdy, keeping it secured. Look at the high polishing off to the side, the beautiful tapering and polishing of the shank, so it's perfectly balanced. It's here, it's brand new, it's crazy, crazy popular, and I am so absolutely excited for you. In terms of a great engagement ring, flawless. In terms of a wonderful travel ring and never have to worry about it, but looks like you're wearing, a $25,000 or $30,000 diamond ring, perfect. In the case of a right-hand ring, I am single, I am woman, I can own anything I want. I love diamonds, I'm an April baby. Flawless. And that was the whole intention, and that were the requests that I was getting from you from the past year and a half. We did it. We made it happen today. It will be, and even at $49.95, it's an extraordinary opportunity to get a one-of-a-kind. We never did a setting like this. It's a custom design that was right off the exact casting of my engagement ring. And I'll show you one more time. Here's mine, okay, the real. Right here, which is filthy, rotten, dirty. But you can see why we get so excited about Absolute and say that you can't hold a candle You really, truly can't, because it equates to a flawless, you can even see the blue coming through, and that would be a perfect flawless diamond. You can wear it every single day. You don't have to worry, in the case like mine, that it's ever gonna cloud on you or discolor. It will keep that brilliance from here to eternity. We have a 2-minute special or sell out, 5 through size 11. And here it is. Trust me on this. Get it home for under $10 and see for yourself. I'm gonna put it on my right hand just to show you. And it's that type of ring on a middle finger, wherever you decide. It's just, people grab your hand constantly. They first off are fascinated in the fact that you don't have these large prongs coming up and holding the stone into place. It's like it's floating in thin air. And then when they see it from this angle here, in the way that it's set and open with the pavilion at the bottom, enabling the light to shine through to really show off the brilliance and the fire, is where all the magic happens. So in the final minute, I am so happy to see your response and the fact that I thank my buyers for working so hard. I know they had to get at least 4 different prototypes to be able to recreate, especially the individual setting where they have the openness of the 3-carat diamond equivalent, and then set it exact as mine. Get that look of tens of thousands of dollars for $39.95. This is where it's fun, and I could not be more thrilled to share it along with you. I also have a very quick special on that gorgeous necklace from the Absolute collection that Sonia is wearing, along with our #1 beautiful hoop earrings that I have for you in 3 different sizes, in small, medium, and large. They're inside, outside, look of diamond, gorgeous, glorious, beautiful, flawless diamonds in Absolute too. So you can get that whole look. They're my 3 favorite pieces. But here I gotta tell you, if you are just tuning in, this is it. This is my exact replica of my engagement ring. There's no other design out there like it. I made the buyers crazy. I made the manufacturers crazy. We wanted to get the gallery and the silhouette and the overall setting of the stone exact, and they did it. And they wanted the stone, like we say, if you see a 3-carat up on the screen, that would be exactly, just like mine, my diamond here is 3-carat in a round brilliant. It is the exact same size. The big difference here, the diamond has nowhere near the brilliance or the fire or the perfection that you have that's coming to you in your beautiful Absolute setting. So we did it, and I could not be more thrilled with the results. Over 400 spoken for, but going back, 5 through size 11. At midnight, if any of these remain, it goes up to $49.95. And you'll have shipping and handling. Right now, it's free shipping and handling. And we're also featuring, of course, I mean, think $10. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Even just to, I'm telling you, just to have that little dangling of the fingers when you're out and having this gorgeous fire and brilliance of owning a 3-carat diamond where no one, and I am talking the most trained eye in the world, would never be able to tell by not, looking under special gemological instruments that this is not a D flawless diamond. Going back, nowhere near. Mine's got tons and tons of inclusion. It definitely doesn't have the sparkle. It doesn't have the fire. But they did the setting, and I'm just so incredibly thrilled that they were able to do that and to set it so precisely and perfectly. I wish I had another 1,000 of these, and close to 500 spoken for. It looks to me, is this right, Adam? Let me check with my producer. The 5 and size 11 are going to be your 2 sizes. Yeah, okay. 5, 11, and 10 now. Okay, 10's getting limited. I'm also going to ask that because I had these hoops designed for you. Wanted to have a clean, beautiful inside, outside, diamond look, precious metal hoop earring that has no finding on the outside, so it goes directly into the actual piercing, so you don't have anything, pushing forward on the ear. They're beautiful. And we have 3 different lengths available for you. So check with your representatives there, and then I had to. Are you kidding? Brand new. 4-carat. Gorgeous, flawless diamond equivalent in a solitaire earring at $29.95. That's a host pick special price. Free shipping and handling. Didn't even show these, and close to 100 have already been selected. So what's that mean? It means that you have the look right there on Sonia, 2 carats in one ear, 2 carat of a diamond flawless in the other ear, and who would ever know? Oh my gracious, under $8, and we'll ship those out to you. I have fewer than 500 pair currently available. It's 541-089. Sonia, thank you for a beautiful job. Well done as always. And I certainly hope that everybody, and ask about that linear necklace too. It's exquisite. That's also from our Absolute collection. Meantime, so I hope you enjoy my beautiful engagement ring. I know they work so hard, and all of my favorite jewelry picks, and couldn't be more thrilled to share them with you. My friend Connie Craig Carroll is coming up next with our wonderful This Day Only. Enjoy your wonderful, beautiful pieces in your evening.
HSN Cares and Habitat for Humanity have partnered since 2011 to empower women and help families in need. Together, we share the vision of a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Help us unlock doors for families with your purchase of a Home is the Key welcome mat. Now through April 26th, HSN will donate $5 for every mat sold to Habitat for Humanity. Search HSN Cares at hsn.com for more.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.